Welcome back to Houston Life. Mexican bakeries all over Houston are kicking it into high gear for Dia de los Reyes, or Three Kings Day, which is tomorrow.
Okay, and at the heart of the celebration, the traditional Rosca de Reyes cake, Maria Rascon from El Bolillo, she is here with more on the tradition. And really, I think the burning question is, can people still get their hands on these cakes because they're so popular? Pre-orders are closed, but if you really need one or want to celebrate or say, oh, I forgot, what can people do?
We'll have them available until the 6th of January. We're making them every day around the clock, and as soon as we're sold out on the 6th, which is Saturday tomorrow, they'll be gone, but I recommend people come in early and grab theirs, so they're available for people.
By the way, 4 locations: Heights, Pasadena, Gulf Gate, Mission Bend. I know, Mariel, you are so slammed right now at the bakery. How did you have time to come here today?
I had to tie my
pull you away.
Yeah. Everybody is busy 24 hours around the bakery.
So what is going on in the bakery? People are prepping them, they're getting ready, and then the customers themselves are going in by the masses.
Picking up, Our airline location is always slammed. People are walking with their trays up above their head.
I love that location, by the way.
God, no. But yeah, we're prepping them. A lot of places start to make their roscas maybe like 2 weeks ahead, but we make them as they sell. So we're
constantly cranking them out.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so in terms of the history of the Rosca de Reyes cake, we're seeing some images on our screen right now. It's absolutely beautiful and captivating. Can you tell us, Mariel, a little bit about the story and how this tradition began?
Yeah, it's used as a celebration of when the 3 kings came to visit baby Jesus after he was born. The decorations on the rosca itself are like the jewels on their crowns and the gifts that they brought for him. The circular shape of it represents like the I guess if you're celebrating it that way, is the eternity of Christ.
No beginning and no end.
Right.
Are you eating? I'm like, what are you doing over here?
I'm busy.
Okay, did you get the baby Jesus?
No, not yet. And much like the Mardi Gras cake, which is a different thing.
Like the king cake,
the king cake, right? There is a baby Jesus in the Rosca de Reyes.
Yeah. There's 3 in our smalls and 4 in our large, so all the kids get to, but if a grown-up gets it, that's when you're in trouble.
So you put in multiple so that a kid can have the fun of discovering the little plastic baby Jesus in there. But if you're an adult and you get that, then your duty is to perhaps bring tamales or perhaps even host the next event. What is the next significant? Oh, there's the baby sticking out right there.
I didn't put that there on purpose.
It's a boy. No. So this is something that you are responsible for bringing, as Tessa mentioned, something to the next party, which would be when? February 2nd?
February 2nd, Candlemas. So this is for the Epiphany, and then if you get the baby, you're in charge of making like the main dish for the Candlemas party. Most people do tamales. If you don't want to make them, you can buy them from us.
Okay. Oh, I like that double hack. Now, here's the thing. For people that don't know, you guys are like throughout the year, you're selling the awesome pan dulce, which is why I love the airline location. Whenever I have someone who's maybe not from the area or from up north, they come down, I say, you have to go see what this, what a Mexican bakery truly is. But how would you describe this? How do people eat it? Is it with coffee, with leche? How are we doing this?
I eat it by itself just because it's like really nice and soft, but a lot of people dip it into their coffee, hot chocolate. If you like champurrado, which is like a Mexican hot chocolate made with corn, that's my favorite way.
And we're seeing video right now, so these are some of the raw ingredients, how the sugar gets its color. Can you describe the process of how it's made? Because it really is a light, delicious, not too sweet flavor.
Yeah. So it's sort of made that way. The sweetness of the bread comes from the pasta or your ate or your dried fruit. A lot of people put figs on top, cherries. But yeah, it's really, really fluffy, and everything is done by hand the way you see it on there. It's long process going from all the way from the bakers to the ladies that bag it up. It's like a team effort.
A huge team effort, and you see all the effort that goes in. I have to say, this piece that I have, I would definitely do the dipping in the cafecito, in the coffee as I'm getting crumbs everywhere, which is what I love. Sugar crumbs. You guys had to open up a new location. Is that in Mission Bend? Tell us about that. Is that the same size as the airline location, or is that just to kind of relieve like some of the how busy you guys are?
Yeah. So a lot of people that I've met at the Mission Bend location were telling us that they were driving all the way to the airline location.
Oh, wow.
Their pan dulce every week, and I was like, now you don't have to. Now you can join us there. And we're not really alleviating any work. We're just getting more work over there.
Yeah, people are realizing, oh, they need sweet bread every Sunday.
Well, it's a beautiful tradition, Maria Rascon. Thank you so much. Happy Three Kings Day, and good luck at the restaurants.
Oh man,
the bakeries, because I know y'all are slammed right now.
This is her break. This is her break is being on TV, and then she has to go right back to the restaurant and keep working. Thank you so much.
And
absolutely.
Thanks for lunch. These are beautiful. By the way, for more info and to connect with El Bolillo Bakeries, look for the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv.